The very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, 47! Hey, kill!
Play 1 and Prescott to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Hey, kill! Here we go, 46.
On second down and 4, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yeah, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A pass underneath for Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Fournette, a 1st down carry to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run for the 1st time here with Rachaad White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They stay on the ground with White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Brady going to go on 4th down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he is going to have the Buccaneers' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Brady gives this to White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. There the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 57 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. On play action, now Brady. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's complete, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. (10-0) is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room? Well, they've stuck. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller from 19 yards away. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Going to run again here with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Here we go 46. Here we go 47. We're going to 52.
Now Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Maher able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's White. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, from 10 yards out. And the Bucs have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by Anthony Barr. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. Such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score. Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. Succop's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw is Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On third down, a run from White. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Succop's kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
46.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Man, oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.